in Oyo State following the withdrawal of Presidential Emergency Plan for AIDS reliefs, PEPFAR supports. Honorable Mrs. O.C. Olaji notes the strategic importance of sustained treatment, care, and support for people living with HIV and AIDS in Oyo State as a critical public health priority affecting the lives of thousands of residents and the overall well-being of community across the states. Further notes that as of 31st December 2024, over 59,000 individuals were receiving life-saving antiretroviral therapy, ART, across 21 ART health facilities in Oyo State. This coverage was majorly supported through the United States government, funded by Presidential Emergency Plan for AIDS reliefs, PEPFAR, which provided essential treatment, staffing, and serving to, number one, of the executive arm of government through the Ministry of Health, Oyo State Agency for the Control of AIDS, OISHACA, and Oyo State Primary Health Care Board. Two, number one, assess the breach, the treatment gap created by the withdrawal of PEPFAR support. Two, develop a short to medium-term state-funded HIV and AIDS intervention strategy to sustain ART service in affected facilities. Number three, re-engage key adult personnel disengaged due to funding cuts using state resources or public-private partnership where necessary. Four, to call on donor agencies, NGOs, and private health investors in the states to partner with the government and community-based organizations to continue support for people living with HIV and AIDS in the states. Number two, to hold the Committee on Health to convince the stakeholders engagement section including NEP1, APIN, ASWAN, OISCA, and other relevant bodies to review the current status of HIV and AIDS services in the states and chart a sustainable way forward. Number two, liaise with the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning to employ special funding windows of reallocation to sustain critical service of people living with HIV. And number three, to appeal to all members of this honorable House and political offices holder in Oyo State to support antiretroviral therapy, ART, services in designated facilities to prevent lives lost due to treatment gap. Mr. Speaker, sir, I humbly move. Thank you, sir.
To second this motion, for the need for urgent state intervention in HIV/AIDS treatment, care, and support in Oyo State following withdrawal of potential emergency plan for AIDS relief, that is PEPFAR support. And at the same time, I would like to seriously commend the mover of this motion, because the situation of this withdrawal has caused a significant effect in care for the HIV patients. In fact, the reagents being used for treatment for detection of HIV has gotten skyrocketed. Just to cite an instance, things that they are getting at the rate of 10,000 has gotten to 200,000. In fact, not only that, it's even very, very scarce. Because at the world level, that it has been budgeted for mass production of most of all these reagents. But now, when the fund is not more forthcoming, most of all these reagents are not being produced as expected. And most of the people that are being affected, in fact, they are now having a very serious problem. Most of all these drugs are not affordable by poor masses. That's the reason why I'm commending Honorable Comforter for bringing out this motion. This is an urgent matter and which has to be properly taken care of in this our fourth budget, so as not to put Oyo State into every high percentage of HIV patients or clients. Mr. Speaker, thank you for allowing me to second this motion.
Thank you, Honorable.